a new video on the astronaut. Our today's topic is about the preparations and the things that happen to a spacecraft just before it's going to be launched. This video is a part of a huge series on the topic spacecraft. And with that being said, let's stick to the point and dive right in. Okay, this is the orbiter vehicle. The part that looks like an aeroplane which takes the payload and the astronauts to space. It needs so much fuel to get into space that it needs a giant gas tank, and that's where the orange external tank comes into place. This provides fuel for the Space Shuttle main engines. Even this is not enough to launch us into space. We need 2 extra rockets to launch us into space. These are called the solid rocket boosters or SRBs. These contain solid fuels of their own, which help in the initial push towards space. It takes a lot of work to get all of these pieces ready for the launch. There were 2 launch centers for the Space Shuttle. One is the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and the other Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. Launch sites in the Vandenberg Air Force Base in California were cancelled, and that leaves us with only launch sites in Kennedy Space Center of Florida. And therefore all the 135 shuttle missions were launched out of Florida. So now let's take a closer look in the Kennedy Space Center of Florida. It has 2 launch pads, Launch Complex 39A and Launch Complex 39B. Shuttle missions were launched from both of these pads. And there are a few buildings way over here, about 5 kilometers away from the pads. The large building here is the Vehicle Assembly Building or VAB. This is where all the assembly of the Space Shuttle takes place. Next to it we have the Launch Control Center. Notice how it's positioned having a good view of both the launch pads. This building is called the Orbiter Processing Facility or OPF, and actually there were 3 of them, and this is where the orbiters were serviced in between missions. Over here we have the Shuttle Landing Facility. This is where the mission ends for the Space Shuttle. Notice how it's landing like an aeroplane? We'll see about it in detail in our upcoming videos. But it didn't always land in the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Sometimes, due to weather and other circumstances, it also landed in Edwards Air Force Base in California. And if that happened, we need to get the orbiter vehicle back to Kennedy Space Center. And that's where we keep our orbiter vehicle in a aeroplane. Let's see how. Our shuttle can't just take off like a flight and land in Florida, but anyway we have to take it to Florida. So this is where the mate demate device is used, which is used to lift up the shuttle, keep it over a specially modified aeroplane, and then it would take off and land in Florida. This aeroplane is also known as the shuttle carrier aircraft. It's so modified so that it could carry our space shuttle. The shuttle carrier aircraft is then flown across the United States to the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. After all of this, the processing starts. These are the steps taken just before the launch, and all the processing will be seen in my next video. So, stay tuned. That is all for today, and with another no more topic, I'll see you in my next video. And if you felt that this video was interesting, hit the like button to show your motivation, subscribe to my channel and share to everyone so they get notified. Thank you and bye bye. I'll see you in my next video. Until that, Vijay signing off.